Yes, guys, Born Offside is back and we are joined by Frenchy. You may know him from his podcast, his comedy, his music career. What you may not know, he's a huge football fan of a historic Australian club. They're not in the A-League, but they've been around longer than this club I'm wearing today. The Champions League final, Liverpool's L's didn't stop on the pitch. There were plenty more, and Andy Carroll has been a very naughty boy. Have a listen. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Born Offside podcast. I'm joined by the usual suspects. We've got OLANTEKKERS, we've got Cap. We've got a bit of a left field one here because we brought a lot of athletes on the podcast. This man, you may know him from the stage. Little did you know, a bit of an athlete in his day as well, especially down in the Gong. We've got Frenchy joining us.
I thought you were about to say I wasn't an athlete.
No.
I was about to get pretty upset. Me and Olan are going to have like a football competition soon, so we're going to see
Well, we were supposed to do the running straight challenge, weren't we?
I don't want to do that one.
Why not? That would be a good one. We do.
Because I want to take you on a football. I want to show you my skills.
We'll do football one,
and then we'll run it straight at each other. Okay.
Perfect.
Bit of a Tekkers challenge.
Well, yeah, he has Tekkers in his name. So if you lose to Frenchy,
that's why I want to do it. There's nothing for me to lose. It's like, we expected him to lose.
That wouldn't look good for my rep, for sure.
But for everyone listening, we've got a lot of hardcore football fans listening to us, right? And so that they don't switch off right now, Frenchy. This is no bullshit, mate. You're a big football fan. Tell us why and where did that come from?
Okay, I grew up in Wollongong. The greatest place in Australia. Some say the world. And have you ever heard of the NSL, Olan?
I have. That was back in the day, correct?
Yeah.
Before
the A-League.
Before the A-League, yeah.
Before the A-League. And there was a team in it called the Wollongong Wolves.
Yeah.
Possibly the greatest team in any competition ever. Matt Horsley, Alvin Checkley, I think was in it. There's probably some other players.
Yeah. Wow.
And they won it twice.
Yeah.
Just before it folded. A-League starts up. Guess who doesn't get to be in it?
Gone.
The Wollongong Wolves, the champions.
Why didn't you guys?
How is that fair? How is that fair?
I didn't know why. Why didn't you guys get the call up?
I don't know. Central Coast isn't even a place. Just a bunch of fucking beaches. Wollongong's a city.
We
have people who play soccer. We had a team.
You got some crazy fans.
We need a petition to get the Gong.
Yeah, we do. So, I grew up playing soccer and watching the Wolves, so I'm big into my football. So, I don't know what to call on this podcast.
Well, you call it whatever you want. Football, ideally, but we'll allow a couple soccers. You're allowed 3 soccers.
From the Gong. We said soccer in the Gong.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You're wearing the scarf as well. That's an oldie.
Yes, I am. Got it from an op shop. I didn't get it.
And they've been adding new teams as well. We'd love to see the Wollongong in the A-League because one of those new teams, Western United, they were only created 3 years ago. They've just won the final against Melbourne City. Johnny Aloisi, I'm a bandwagon. I'm wearing the hat here today.
There you go, sporting it.
Yeah, want to represent.
I'm supporting them. But it was big for football. Now, look, crowd might have not been at the level that we expected, but they don't really have much of a crowd. It's only been around for 2-3 years, unlike your beloved Wolves. What'd you make of the final, Cap?
I thought it was great. I mean, I think it's a result that not everyone expected. I'm sure Western expected it. But I just thought it was awesome to see Johnny Aloisi do that, especially considering the reception that he had before he signed for them.
Yeah.
Really cool to see. Yeah.
Because he was more of a pundit, wasn't he? And then he went into managerial road. So that kind of like people were probably not expecting him to do that well. You know what I mean? And then to go ahead and win it, I think that's huge. He's got to be definitely commended for that.
It is huge. Yeah.
Less than a year ago, I worked with him as a pundit on the Euros. Yeah. So he was on TV, and then he got all of a sudden, last minute, he was assigned as the job manager of Western United. And next thing you know, he goes on to be A-League champion. So
that's crazy. You
know his career. Well, you've been a former player, French. You ever considered management, coaching kids, or anything like that?
Oh, bro. I coached for a little bit, like under 6s, under 7s. Yeah. Not good at positioning those kids.
No.
I'm not.
I'll bet. You got to have the patience.
But they will swing a leg. Yeah. They will swing a leg.
You got to have the patience for it, man. That's the thing about coaching.
Well, we'll give a big shout out to Western United. Congratulations on winning it, and all 500 of their fans hopefully party the night away.
I'm sure the good thing is they'll have a few more fans now.
Yeah, hopefully.
Have we got the what did you say the attendance was for that game?
Well, look, there was 24,000, I believe, in the stadium, which fits just over 30. It is a final. Okay. It's probably not really up there where it should be. If Melbourne Victory would have been in the final, it would have been packed.
Yeah.
But the A-League is in a bit of a shit place. But it's getting better. That's what we know. It is getting better. They're going to add more teams. Maybe your Wolves, maybe everyone else. And I'm sure we are on a turn. It was good football, which is the main thing that we want to see. There was also an All-Star game last week. We went down to the game. All-Stars up against Barcelona. 70,000 people in the stadium. That's a different crowd. Olan, big one. You didn't expect that, did you?
I did not expect that. Well, me, Kat, Danny went. Obviously, I was taking pictures. Too many pictures, man. I'm not even joking. Tell them.
Seriously, got to the point where I was telling kids it was going to cost them.
Yeah.
And they were looking at me like, what?
When we go to an area where most of my followers are,
Yeah.
just fucking goes wild.
Yeah.
Still adjusting, you know what I mean? But it was like, I actually felt like I was in Europe. Like I actually felt the vibes, the crowd were going, you know, and I was like, wow, like I was kind of hoping, I was thinking like, why can't this just be like a regular A-League game kind of thing, you know what I mean? That was the only thought kind of going through my mind, you know what I mean?
It went to show, though, how many, at least Sydney-siders, people in New South Wales, that genuinely love the sport.
Of course.
Like, even if you're a huge Barcelona fan and you don't necessarily go for a team in the A-League, it doesn't mean that you're not willing to participate and attend games. And I think it's just a sign that clearly something is missing in the A-League, that you're not getting a turnout like that. You're not getting that kind of passion.
Yeah.
Because it's out there.
Yeah.
There's so much potential.
Well, look at someone like yourself. I mean, Frenchy, you support Liverpool in Europe, right?
Yep.
You support the Wolves.
Yep.
You love your football. Why don't you like the A-League? What's missing for you?
Yeah, you want the truth. Half the time I don't even know it's on.
Yeah,
What do
okay.
they advertise?
There you
on,
go.
For real?
Yeah.
And that's the point we're bringing up as well. Like, no one knows when it's on.
No.
The other big thing they used to do well was they'd get these marquee names. So like the fair weathers like me would be like, oh, I got to see Del Piero. You know what I mean? I got to see Dwight York. I got to see now who's the biggest dog in the A-League?
Sturridge, who doesn't play.
Yeah, he doesn't play. Oh, he's on a holiday.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
No,
He's been
he
surfing the whole
literally played
time.
like 2 games.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's up in Perth too.
He's just enjoying that Perth weather.
Right, he is.
Yeah.
Chilling. And that's like I said, we want to, and what I think my goal is, or what I want to do is convert the casual fan to like an A-League fan, you know what I mean? And make him switch on the game or go watch a game and think, well, I'll go watch Wanderers this weekend, you know what I mean? And I think that's it, what Frenchy said there, like, not enough people know what's even happening.
No, because you need, I mean, you can support a team in Europe, but you can't go watch them week in, week out. Frenchy was saying offline just before that, the old NSL games like South Melbourne, you see flares at it. The live atmosphere was so good at football. You don't really get that at other sports. That's really got to be the push. Go down to the game. You can act like an idiot for 90 minutes and, you know, you can get away with it.
That's what we love.
Exactly right. And that's what we love about it. It was a good game, though, and the A-League boys played very, very well, particularly the young lads off the bench.
Young lads were unreal. Like, how good were they? Qual, I think I said his name right. Qual and Kunda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely
mate. Imagine
killed
that.
it.
15. 16, and I think Qual's 17.
Yeah.
And they were balling out against Barca. Like, he almost bagged the goal against Barca, like 17 years old.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone from, like, MPL 2, where he was playing, like, 2 seasons ago, to playing against Aubameyang.
It's insane, eh?
Like,
That's
crazy.
dream.
You
That's
know what
a
I mean?
dream,
Like, that's insane. And I think that's just a testament to people that say, like, there's not talent in the A-League or the A-League's equivalent to, like, League 2. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, the A-League is a high level.
Yeah.
Like, there is talent in it, but it's just, like, people just don't kind of give it the thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
What sucks is when people turn around and say, but Barca weren't full strength, this and that.
Bro, that was Barca's full team. I'm not hearing it.
I know, me neither. I mean, when you look at that lineup, they were missing some good players, but who they had were fantastic.
Yeah.
The guys genuinely played well. You have to give them the credit.
You have to.
Yeah.
Why were Barca like here now? Do you know what I mean? Like, did they just finish their season?
It's a good
That's a
question.
really good question.
That is a good question.
They finished their season and flew straight to, like...
Let them have a
They
break.
just finished
Let
on
them
a
go
plane.
to Ibiza or wherever they're going.
Yeah, no break at all.
That's so true.
We were talking about that on the pod because their coach, Xavi, right? Big player, of course he was. Now he's managing them. He didn't really let them have any fun. So they got here on Tuesday, had media duties, then the game, then they flew out Thursday morning. And they were offered apparently like a bit of a cruise. Sydney Harbour, he said, nah, doesn't want his players doing it. Right. None of that.
But the thing is...
What?
Did you see, what's his name, Fatsu? How do you say
Ansu Fati.
They actually did a little bit of a...
Well,
Snuck out to the
I
Ivy, did
think
they?
so.
Snuck out
well,
to
did
the
they get
Ivy?
out on Wednesday?
Well, they got out because I
Went
saw
to
I
the
just saw his
backpackers.
Insta post, and it was like they must have been with coaches or whatever, so they weren't doing much. But it was like him in and around Sydney.
Yeah.
Like it was like different spots in Sydney. So I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh, he went for like a walk.
Yeah, at least he got
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, he saw
Yeah.
the city a bit. You know?
Lockdown.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't want to name any names, but at least I was happy to hear a few girls I knew were getting DM'd from the Barcelona players, a few of them, and that's good to know that the boys still play, right?
Yeah. Memphis
to know.
Memphis
Shooting
Depay.
shots on and off the field, yeah.
We won't mention the people we know, but we will mention the players.
Memphis Depay.
Ansu Fati,
Yeah.
for a young lad, not bad.
DMing them girls.
DMing the girls we knew. And it got me thinking about you, Frenchy. When you're touring the world, you're touring Australia, wherever you're touring as a comedian. Now, footballers we know have that. What about your DMs? Do they light up when you're on tour?
Yeah, it's dudes wanting to do shoeys.
That male audience.
Mostly,
90%
like
male.
back in the day, I would get both sorts of DMs. It's hard. Like we're about 1 in 10 would be a female.
Yeah.
So I've got to trawl through a lot of shoeys.
You got to get through the shoeys to get to the girls. I feel you.
Oh, I dare say it could be the
That's
same
funny.
for the Barcelona lads, but they're just accustomed to it now.
Absolutely.
You know, one thing I will say, if you can hear it's fucking bucketing down in Sydney
It
at the moment,
is.
so if you can hear the rain, it tends to rain whenever we do our podcast,
Yeah,
which is
why is that?
fantastic.
I know. I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's good fun. Wet weather. But yeah, no, it was a great game. It was good for the A-League to show that we can cut it with some of the biggest. So get down to your local A-League game. And even though the A-League's finished, get down to your MPL because that's just kicking off
NPL's
now.
still going, man. Make sure you shoot into the MPL game, especially MPL 1 standards good, MPL 2 standards good. You know, try and support the local football team, as we always say, man. That's what you should be doing.
Who's going to win this season, you reckon?
MPL 1, RP have been playing well.
Yeah.
You know, RP might snatch it, but
Even the Sydney FC youth boys are doing really well.
youth pros are doing really
Youth
well.
boys
You know,
are doing
Marconi
Wolves.
performing pretty well. Got a couple of boys there.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe Marconi as well. Who knows?
Yeah, cracker. Get down to your
Any-
local football.
Any Wolf-related teams? Might do
Wollongong
all right.
have got a good team in
Wolves
the
are always
MPL1.
strong.
They're always strong. They're always solid, you know.
Yeah, but their gaffer, Lukey Wilkshire's been poached. He's going to go to the Mariners, the club that you hate, Frenchy.
Oh.
He's gonna-
What?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, it's just more money maybe. I don't know, A-League, that A-League credential. But,
Yeah.
you know, they are a big club. The Wolves do manage to still get fans down there in the MPL. We're going to trade. We're going to become Eurosnobs for a second here because we're going to go to the biggest game, arguably in club football, the Champions League final. I got Frenchy here. I've got Kat here. Both of you Liverpool fans. We have to talk about it. You guys did dominate. But unfortunately, you don't win games with possession. You lost the game 1-0. Kat, how are you feeling Sunday morning?
Got up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Went and met my friends.
Oh, you went out for the
Vibes,
game?
I went out.
Yeah.
Vibes were
Yes.
good. Yeah. Shout out to Canterbury, Helston Park, RSL.
Wow.
Vibes
Classy.
were great. Very classy.
Yeah.
They do have, there's a lot of Liverpool fans in the area.
Yeah.
So turns out it
Everywhere.
gets pretty busy for a
Yeah.
UCL final.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, the delays were a little strange.
Yeah.
It was a weird game. Like it started weird. It felt weird. And I wasn't completely disappointed by the game, but
It's still hard.
I wasn't impressed with. It's heartbreaking. I wasn't impressed really with the performance.
From Liverpool?
From Liverpool, I
Wow.
think Trent's passing was way off.
Harsh.
There were just a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah, was he napping for the goal as well? Was Trent Alexander-Arnold napping on Vinicius Jr. there?
I think that there was a bit of napping going on. Yeah.
I put it out there. I said it. You know, I mean, do you know when I knew it
Did
was
you
going to
say
be?
this too?
Yeah, but do you know when I knew it was going to be an off final for Liverpool, right? First 2 minutes of the game,
Yeah.
I think Diaz is running down the line. Thiago gets the ball, zings it, and it goes like way out of play. And I'm like,
That weren't
He
in
doesn't
it.
do
I was
that.
like, he doesn't do that. I was
No.
like, the nerves.
know what?
That's a Thiago pass. He does
No.
that 10 out of 10 normally.
Yeah.
And
But
I was like,
also-
these boys are feeling the pressure already.
100%. Like Diaz, from the day that he joined Liverpool,
Yeah.
played. He joined seamlessly.
Yeah.
But
And then this game felt
this
different.
game felt like it was his first, and he had no idea how everything connected and who was going to be where.
Yeah.
It felt like his first game.
Yeah.
There was no confidence. It's not to say that they didn't play well. They did play well. I just felt like it was lacking in certain areas, and there were plenty of opportunities. But like you said, it doesn't matter how many opportunities
No,
you get.
you
You
gotta
have to
win the game.
convert them.
Yeah. Frenchy, how'd you feel about it, mate? Lifelong Liverpool fan. Did you
Well-
cop it from anyone?
Well, you want to hear a story?
Tell me.
This okay. I've already told you. I'm not the best fan in the world.
Right.
I did watch.
I love that.
I watched a few games this season. I watched the last game
missed
where we
this one?
almost won the title. I watched that. Got up at 5 a.m. It started.
Yeah.
In bed, logged into my Optus account. It's not on Optus, is it? I'm like, fuck, I don't have a stand. I don't know
fuck,
streams. I just went back to sleep.
They went
I'm like,
back to
I'll watch
sleep.
the highlights in the morning.
Saved yourself some emotional
yeah,
damage.
I
That's
know,
great.
you know what?
No, that's
You know
funny.
what?
I love that.
Passionate fan. We love that. We love that, Frenchy. Well, you know what? You saved yourself what happened to Catch. You all got dressed up, went out to watch a 1-0 loss. But that's what it's all about. Look,
It is. It is.
Liverpool fans, I will say, some of the best in the world because they lost the league on the last day. They lost the Champions League final, and still they turned out in tens of thousands for the parade at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But I know you two are Liverpool fans, but I want to throw this to you. Onside or offside, having a parade in your city for the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup?
I don't think it's offside because of like the season that they had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was more in terms of
If they would have been nowhere near the other two.
Yeah, then I would have been like, because there was always a possibility that they could have won Champions League, could have won Premier League.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's the almost like, thank you guys for supporting us through this whole season, and we tried to do as much as we could, because it was still like that Liverpool team. It's still unreal. It's still amazing. They still accomplished a lot. So it wasn't like it was a failure and then kind of supporting. They're kind of celebrating nothing. You know what I mean? So I still think it's onside. You know, I think the fans will have really enjoyed it as well.
Well, it was just interesting to see the difference, because they were celebrating a domestic double. Inter Milan in Italy won a domestic double, 2 cups this season. They didn't celebrate at all. They lost the title on the last day to their rivals AC Milan, and the team bus from Inter coming back into the city got clocked going through red lights because Milan were celebrating in the streets. They needed to get the players home. They didn't want to be in the celebration. So the team bus copped multiple fines on the way home because it's just
banging
speeding
through
and banging through red lights. So it was
days.
the opposite of having
Quite
a parade.
the opposite.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Another...
Sorry, I was going to say, I think it depends who did Liverpool beat in the final? I think that depends whether you have
Carabao?
a celebration or not.
Here we go. You brought that one up.
No, I don't know
tactically,
who they beat.
you
I don't
know,
watch it. I don't watch it.
It was penalty.
Yeah, he's good.
The
He's
penalty,
good.
penalty
I don't watch
shootouts
There's 2 penalty shootouts, Frenchy.
against Chelsea.
Alright.
Oh, Chelsea, yeah.
I do want to shout out Courtois,
Yeah.
who
Machine.
just
man.
was too good.
Right. How did that make
I
you
had
feel
a
as a
lot of-
Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
I had a lot of DMs from like other Liverpool fans the next day, just being like, "What did you think? What did
Like,
you
I
think?"
just
You
like,
can't
And
fault
the
him.
Barca
something about
players.
Courtois. Like, I just don't like him.
Something else.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just I don't like for Chelsea. For us, he was good. He was really good. He was class. But it was just like something about the way in which he left Chelsea.
Yeah, it was bitter.
It was a bit. Yeah, it was a bit. I was a bit like, I don't like this guy.
No.
You know, and he kind of caught that. He copped a lot of heat. I think it was 2014.
Yeah.
He copped a lot of heat then, and this was kind of his time to shine and show people why he is that good. And
Redeemed.
Single-handedly won it.
Yeah, 100%.
Genuinely,
Single-handedly.
because
single-handedly
everyone
won
was
it.
talking about what Benzema was gonna do heading into that game, but really, it was all Courtois.
It was all Courtois.
And it was probably mental at some points too, where it was one of those games where it's like, we're not going to score, like, and nothing was going past him. It's
Yeah.
like he was literally just like saving
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, Madrid defended so well though. Like they really shut down like every. That was the frustrating part. I can't speak. I'm so emotional. The frustrating part as a Liverpool fan was just seeing it like try and try again, but defensively they were just too good.
Can we also talk about like how good Madrid are in finals?
They know how to win.
Like,
Look at them, but they've
it's
got
like-
experience all over that team.
yeah, it's like every time Madrid are like almost. I feel like when Madrid are in the final, like you just feel like they just know what to do to win.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like ingrained in them because obviously they've won it so many times. They've won it the most times I believe a team has won it. But it's just like it's crazy how the winning mindset is like ingrained into a Madrid player. Like they just go there and they're just like, all right, cool, another game, gonna win. You know what I mean?
It's not. I mean, when you look at as well how well they did in La Liga this season, and the difference from them to Barcelona, and it's insane. Like they're just so good at the moment.
Well, Ancelotti becomes the most successful manager in Champions League history. Big for him, and he won it. And he also said Everton fans were upset with me when I first left, but I think they're a little bit happier today because I've beaten their rivals Liverpool in the final. Another thing we need to talk about Liverpool,
Bloody.
Frenchy, Steven Gerrard,
Yes.
household name.
Yes.
Obviously, he's not coaching Liverpool, but he's coaching Aston Villa. Now, a fair few fans in the Premier League were quite unhappy at this because he popped up on Liverpool's Twitter account on the day of the final, did a lot of media supporting Liverpool in the final, and all the Villa fans jumped on and said, doesn't he have another team to worry about? Another comment was, yeah, this is very weird. A lot of people were saying stuff like this shows, this was actually a tweet, stuff like this shows that Gerrard doesn't give a fuck about Villa. He's just there to impress Liverpool so he can get the job after Klopp. Now,
Oh my goodness.
is this an overreaction?
Absolute Karens. Relax. Where's he from?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Onside or offside, supporting Liverpool when you're managing another team in their league.
What do you mean?
I know he's a legend, but should he now
He
be
was
focusing?
born on the ground.
Yeah.
He was born at Anfield.
Yeah.
Sprouted from the grass.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I agree.
Facts.
Yeah.
I agree.
So for certain players, it's okay.
Yeah,
So
for
it's-
certain players,
I
if
think
you
it's,
grow
I
up
think it's
there.
I think it's certain players you give him a pass. Like John Terry,
Yeah.
Chelsea, you give him a pass. He's always going to support us. Steven Gerrard,
Yeah.
Liverpool, you give him a pass. You know, kind of Henry, Arsenal. You kind of say these legends done so much for that club.
Yeah.
That we wouldn't know who Gerrard was without Liverpool. We wouldn't know who Terry was without Liverpool. So
Yeah.
you can't say they'll never be able to support that club because that club did make them who they are.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I think
It'd
that's
be
good.
inauthentic if he started like wearing an Aston Villa shirt to a Liverpool final.
It's so weird.
Exactly.
But on top of all of that, he's a Scouser.
Yeah.
So it's not even. I mean, how many players go into their football careers supporting another team?
Yeah.
Come on, it's
Yeah.
Gerrard.
I agree.
Fair enough. So Steven Gerrard can do whatever he wants.
Yes,
That's what the
he can
couch
do
thinks on that
absolutely
one.
whatever he wants.
Fair enough. We actually had a question in here talking about all the fan, I guess all that fan unrest that happened before the game. You were quite vocal about it, saying it was UEFA's fault.
Yes.
Jump into that. Why?
So from what I saw, and there's been arguments about it, right? And some people have said it wasn't UEFA's fault. Some people have said it was UEFA's fault. But I just find it funny that all the Madrid fans got in and were seated and were absolutely fine.
Right.
But somehow the Liverpool fans
Stuck outside.
were stuck outside.
Right.
And the clip that really fucked me up was the guy showing his ticket
Yeah.
to the people, and he's being locked outside and they're pepper spraying him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? Like, imagine like you've probably spent your savings, because those tickets aren't cheap,
No.
4 or 5 grand, maybe 10 grand, whatever. Spent your savings to get to a final for that to happen.
So
Like,
bad.
I just thought, like, as a fan, I would just be distraught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember them saying at half time, like, there's still Liverpool fans stuck
I
outside.
haven't got in. Yeah.
And then there was some fans that were just like, fuck it, yeah, we're going to jump the fence. Like, I probably paid my money. I'm not getting in. I'm jumping the fence.
They were claiming that people had fake tickets
which-
and weren't letting them in on that principle. But I don't know how true this is, but I did see Andy Robertson do some kind of interview on what had happened. And he said that one of his friends who he actually gave a ticket to was told that at the door.
It was
that
fake. They were saying it was fake.
He got his ticket from Andy
Oh
Robertson.
my goodness! I would say asterisk final. That's what I would say. I would say replay. I don't know. This is the facts. That's what.
Yeah.
It was sketchy.
Well, we had a question in here from Nelson the G-Man, right? Said, we've seen fans go crazy these last 2 weeks. So he's talking a bit about that, but he's also talking about all the pitch invasions. Billy Sharp got headbutted on the pitch in the
Have you
championship
seen
match.
the
right?
pitch invasions, Frenchy?
Hectic,
Yeah.
bro. The
Mental,
headbutt was
right?
insane.
It was insane. We've seen fans go crazy this week. What's the craziest fan moment you've experienced, Frenchy, in stand-up comedy?
Oh, I've had two, man.
Oh,
You don't even
what about
know.
well, obviously
Which
the
one
one that
of-
I saw the other week.
With the dude who threw the shoe at me. Well, before that, I had a dude throw a glass at me.
What? No
Oh,
way.
the
bad.
famous one, yeah. Well, this dude in Rockhampton wouldn't shut up, so I had to kick him out, and he didn't like that, and he was drinking a glass. He'd called himself Glass Bottle too, because he was trying to think of a fake name. Doesn't matter. So he throws it at me. It was just like a little sort of push pass.
Yeah.
And then he gets
With
dragged out by
glass?
security.
Wow.
Because he kept yelling, "Turn it up" at me. He's like, "Turn it up." I'm like, "What are you fucking doing?"
What do you mean turn it
I've
up?
had people doing drugs on stage.
Oh,
I've had
geez.
everything.
All going
Yeah.
Jeez,
It's a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've had a lot. But sometimes I bring the fan moments on myself too.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
You gotta do
I had
that.
some chicks, Mel. Oh, I'll say it, and you can always bleep it.
Yeah, go on.
She's like, "I want to give you a Rimmy,"
Yeah.
and she was like,
She's pretty fit.
"No, she had skin like a lizard." I mean, it's not the tongue I want in there.
Wait, well, what about the funniest one? One of the funniest ones that I saw, Frenchy, was the dude threw his teeth at you.
Dude, have false teeth.
Took his teeth
Threw it
out
at you.
and threw it at him. Was like put it in or something.
Yeah, so he had false teeth in the front row. He was laughing. I made a joke and he pulled his teeth out. I was like, "Yo, they're false teeth." And he throws them to me. I catch him. I'm like juggling. I'm like, "Oh!" And then all the crowds hammer. So like, "Put him in."
You did not.
Put him in. No, I did not.
Oh
I'm like,
my God.
if it was at the end of the show, I might have. I'm like, that's a big close up.
Yeah.
2 minutes into a
Iconic.
show, I can't do that. There's nowhere to go. But what happened is, like, I'm not doing it, and then some dude he's like, "You're a pussy." I'm like, "You do it then." Random dude, 17
No.
rows back, walks up to the stage, puts in his other dude's teeth.
Fantastic.
That
Where
is-
were you? Where was the show?
That was in Adelaide.
Right, that was
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Let's go.
That'll
Adelaide.
explain it.
That's a cracker.
City of churches.
That's a
Unbelievable.
cracker. I love that.
Well,
NT.
yeah, look, fans, mate, whether you're at the football pitch or you're down at the local Adelaide comedy show, they know how to get rowdy, especially when there's drinks involved. Hopefully plastic cups for you from now on, Frenchy. Just no more glass in those shows. Let's talk about that man, Karim Benzema. We talk about him a lot here on the pod. Ballon d'Or now that he's won that.
Well, Henri said it. Close the votes. You know,
It's over?
Yeah, I think he has to win it. And you said it, Claudes, last week that I think you said this is the most important game of his career. And he showed it, and I think he's just gone through so much. Like, he's been in the shadow of Ronaldo and Bale when they were at their peak. Then he had that whole suspension with the France team, that whole scandal. So he's been through a lot. And for him to still be playing at the highest level, still be playing for Madrid, still be bagging goals and win them a Champions League and a La Liga, like, it's like, what more do you need to do? I just don't think we can say, like, who else really could we give it to?
No one's near him at the moment.
Who's second and third option?
People are like, they're still going to give it to Messi.
Yeah,
Some people said that.
would.
They're going to
No
find a
more
way
Messi.
to give it to Messi.
Surely. I think he's got it in the bag at this point. I'm sorry to do this to you two, but the L's continued for Liverpool, right? There was another one, right?
Yeah, it's a
What's
tough week.
this?
So Liverpool made £13 million in that match for finishing runners up in the Champions League. It's £13 million payout.
Wow.
Chelsea made more from the Champions League final than Liverpool.
No way. From Hazard.
From Eden Hazard.
Oh,
No way. How much
winning
did we make?
£15 million. Because Hazard has won the Champions League. So it was a clause
Did
in
he
the
even
contract.
play?
He played.
He didn't play.
He didn't play in this game. He played 83 minutes in the entire Champions League season.
That's good business.
That's good business.
Yo,
We
did you
know
see
Chelsea do good business.
Did you see that meme of
That
him?
is-
He was giving thumbs up to the camera with the
Yeah.
medal around his neck, and they're like, when they get an A+ in
For
a
not
group
doing-
assignment
And
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 not
he
doing
didn't
anything.
do anything.
That's
Absolutely.
class. Wow. I knew we got some money, but I didn't know it was 15 million.
Yeah, and the maths. We did
What's
the
the
maths.
total winning
Well,
though?
Oh, it must be double that.
What do you mean total?
For the team that won.
Well, this is per stage. Liverpool
Right,
actually ended up with
right,
about
right.
90 million on the whole Champions League
Okay.
campaign, but for the
okay.
game it was 13 million.
Okay.
Got you.
Chelsea made £180,000 for every minute that Hazard played in the Champions
Oh
League this
my
season.
goodness.
There you go. That's the maths for you. Fun fact.
That is
That's not the
crazy.
worst L that Liverpool took. This next one, I do enjoy poking a bit of fun at you guys, but this
No,
next
really?
one, even I thought this next
Nah,
one
it was this one. Oh, here it is.
is bang offside. So there was a fake company
Oh no.
set up by Everton fans called Coach Innovations. Frenchy, listen to this one. The CEO was named Richard Arlison. Now, Everton striker Richarlison, right? They should have seen this
Wait,
at this
what's
point.
happening here?
So they made a fake
bad.
CEO and a fake company, and basically this was a few people bought tickets. The promise was that buses will pick them up in Liverpool, take them to Paris, and it includes match tickets for the game.
Oh no.
Now, this group of Liverpool fans bought tickets with this tour, and they were there waiting for their bus in Liverpool. It never turned up, and the Everton fans just posted tweets laughing at them and taking photos of them.
Oh, no. That's bang
Now, there's
offside.
banter between clubs, but surely that's bang offside.
That's a bit too far. That's
so-
way too far. Those poor Liverpool fans. Wait, that means they spent money as well.
They spent money.
That
How much
the
were-
money
how much
thing's
were
what's
tickets?
throwing
I
me
don't know
off.
how much the tickets were, but they spent money and they never even left their city.
I saw the photo of them all standing at the bus
How
stop.
bad, eh?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be fuming. Somebody has to die. Someone has
Surely-
to die. somebody has to. Violence is coming someone's way. I can't. I cannot.
you got to do your background checks here. And Richard Arlison,
Look for some reviews.
Arlison. That's so
God,
funny.
it is. I got to say, it's quality.
Oh, is
it's
that
creative.
why?
It's
Wait,
creative.
hold on. Is that why
Yes.
Richarlison tweeted
Yes.
Yeah.
a picture of him being a bus driver?
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, I was thinking, what's going on
He's
here?
a fucking flop. Don't even get me fucking started.
So even he got involved.
He's got involved in it.
You can't
It's wild.
do all the shit he does when they come fifth last.
Yeah,
It's a relegation fight
I
the
know.
whole year.
That is true.
Starts getting chirpy.
Yeah, the same fans
One
who've
game
been like
out.
scared about being
the fact he gets
relegated.
involved in it.
than
though.
doing
I
this
love-
to
I love
us.
that. I love
Especially
that.
in the city, though. That takes some balls. Though.
Yeah, that takes
exactly.
some
In the
big balls.
city.
He's still got to live there. So let's see what happens to Richarlison. But
Crazy.
the bus driver.
if it makes those fans feel any better, their team lost anyway. So I guess it's saved them all the travel, all that way to see a team lose a
Do you,
Champions League
do you
final.
remember Scott Chipperfield?
Yeah, the Chippo. Yeah.
He used to be a bus driver
Yeah.
in Wollongong.
Yeah.
He used to drive my mates to school, and then he became Australia's greatest player. One off.
Wait, I don't
That's
know.
true.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what?
Aussie
Highly
guy.
underrated player.
That's
One of
true.
the best
He was
socceroos
at the
we've
World Cup,
produced.
though. He was at the
Yeah.
Oh,
World
really?
Cup.
Yeah.
Ah.
When he was playing for the Wolves, he was
A lot
still
of,
driving the bus.
Like we were saying offline, that a lot of good Australian talent come out of the Gong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not just footballers. Yeah.
Footballers is underrated, isn't it?
Volkanovski.
Comedians, too.
swimmers, surfers,
Swimmers.
rugby league players, a lot of rugby league players,
Yeah.
steel workers.
Yeah.
We got it all.
You got it all,
worry
man.
about
Everything comes out
worry
of
about
it.
it.
I love
Any
it.
big musicians?
Probably.
Yeah. Because
Or was it Natalie Bassingthwaite.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
she?
I believe she was.
goal.
I'll have to Google it. Don't quote me on
Okay.
that. I think so, though.
We'll have to double check that
Someone
because
check.
Camilla,
Hockey Dad, you know them?
no.
No, they're a Triple J band.
Yeah.
They're good, though. They're good.
Yeah, well, Camilla Cabello performed at the Champions League final.
This
She
was
wasn't.
so funny.
She's not from
sorry.
Wollongong, just FYI.
She's not from
But
Wollongong.
she was not happy with the fans before the game. She tweeted after the game. She said, "Playing back our performance, and I can't believe people were singing their team's anthem so loud during our performance. My team
It's so
worked,
funny.
my
What?
team worked tirelessly on this for so long, and to give a good show, it's
This
disrespectful."
kills me.
Do you know where you are?
I see, but I saw a video, a video comparing what it looked like on TV,
Yeah.
and then what it looked like for people in the stands. So on TV, you can hear her, right?
Yeah.
In the stands, you just hear screaming, everyone chanting, like singing Liverpool songs, this and that.
wow.
You could not hear Camilla at all.
Yeah.
But you know what? People didn't book a ticket to Camilla's show.
Sorry,
They
yeah,
booked
we're not here
tickets
for that.
to
It's
the
not
UA
the
Super
Cup.
Bowl.
It's
We
not
don't
Super
care,
Bowl, is it? We
no.
really don't care.
It's not.
Could have
it is
been
not
kids
Super-
doing kick-ups.
Yeah.
No one would have cared. You know what I mean? Like,
It's funny though how the Dua Lipa song has become like iconic for Liverpool.
Yeah, they love it. One kiss.
One kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
One
it. All the
kiss
players
is
they
all
perform
the
it
time.
like on the
Yeah.
bus and everything. But unfortunately for Camilla, I think she's not gonna have the same reception.
No.
that's crazy.
I think she deleted her tweet, didn't
Yes, she did.
I think she did take it out, but
Coward.
once it's up
You
there,
coward. It's never deleted.
It's never deleted. Football
You
fans.
just got
It's
to
like a
soldier
dick
it.
pic. Just don't do it.
Exactly right. Don't do it.
Once it's on the internet, it's never
Frenchie's
going
learned
away.
that the hard
No,
way.
not mine. No.
Now, you're a bit of a musician yourself, Frenchy.
Go on.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a research here, and you can find the old album. You got some hit songs like
have ya?
"What You Fucking Looking At" and "Hamburger Pussy." Two of my
Wait, what is this?
No,
Wait,
why
what
do
is?
you do the popular songs?
Wait.
you
You
say
got
the
some. You
popular
got some
songs?
tunes.
There's a song called Shuey, mate. It was number one
Yeah,
on
but that's-
Spotify for a while.
Was it really?
Oh, trending. Above Drake.
Still an
Doesn't
achievement.
matter.
Oh,
Still
well,
counts.
I'll have to go listen to these, Frenchy.
Wait,
He's a
go on out
multi-talented.
tomorrow, actually. And,
Yeah.
no one listen.
What's the inspo behind Hamburger Pussy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd like to know that. I'd like
well, it's a love song.
to. Yeah.
It's about a girl with a hamburger pussy.
Right.
Meets a guy with a pickle dick.
Oh.
And they go together perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's really saying there's someone for everyone.
Yeah.
So there's a mess.
Wasn't that well received?
I
That's
can
why he went deep into the catalogue. They were like the 2 least streams I've got on there.
Yeah, I was looking for the names that stood out to me,
It's
and
a
there were a few
funny
other ones
name.
I can't say on the pod.
That's what my sister said. She's like, why don't you just call it There's Someone for Everyone? Then it's like automatically a nicer song. I'm like, yeah, but funny name. It's
not the same, is it? Yeah,
a
no.
funny name.
Well, it got me thinking, right? Because there's some potential here. If you could collab on a duet with any footballer in the world, who would it be?
Oh, it's musically.
Music with a footballer, because we've seen Alphonso Davies release a rap song last week.
Yeah.
Memphis
Oh.
Depay's
Memphis
done it
Depay's
before.
got some bangers, yeah.
Lots of footballers do it. Who would you like to make a song with?
Well, Peter Crouch.
Yeah.
Oh,
You two
strong.
kind of
I
like-
used to get called Crouchy when I was playing
Yeah.
soccer back in
I
the
see
day.
that.
I could see that.
Yeah, so that's why I started going for Liverpool.
Right.
Oh,
Because I was a
Crouchy.
striker too. I was a lot skinnier. I'm massive now, but I was skinnier than I was. And they're like, Crouchy, who's marking Crouchy? And they're like, no one, he's shit.
I love that.
But I was
That's
alright.
so
Alright,
good.
fuck him. No, so Crouchy would be good just for the film clip. I feel like he's roboting. We get
Yeah.
Abby Clancy in there. We're fucking fine.
Yeah.
Is it Cantona? He's always got
Oh,
some
yeah.
weird
Yeah.
shit going
Yeah,
on. He'll be
yeah,
a vibe.
Yeah.
Ricky Martin, not a footballer, but he did the World Cup song.
Just
Get,
chuck him in there.
get Shakira in
feel like
there.
just chuck
I'll
him
get
in there.
Richard Arlison in there.
Richard Allison.
Just to fucking, I'll
The
stitch
bus
him up
driver?
too. I'll put him heaps out of tune. I'll
Yeah.
get Richarlison a verse, just stitch him up.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
maybe
be
the video
fun.
clip could be on Richard Allison's bar.
Yeah.
On his bus,
Yeah.
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 It's something about the bus driver. We'll get that on there.
Not bad. You've named a few. You know, Crouchy's famous quote was what he would be if he wasn't a footballer.
I do know that
Yeah,
one.
what was it?
A virgin.
Yeah. yeah.
That's
Fantastic.
class.
How good is
Fantastic.
that?
That's
How good is that?
class.
I'll keep my eye out for that one. What would the name of the song be? I mean, you got some creative ones to back up there.
Well, I want to. If we're doing something about the bus, it's got to
Yeah.
be something about the bus driver.
Right. Yeah.
Or if the World Cup's coming up, we'd have to do something about.
Remix one of those World Cup
Like it's
songs.
coming home. Redo. It's coming home.
It's coming home.
It's got to be vulgar though.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Judging by the rest of the
I
album.
don't even think it needs to be subtle for that.
Yeah.
It's never coming home.
Yeah. We've got an Englishman on the couch.
It's not bad.
No comment. No comment.
It's
no
not
comment.
bad.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Still healing. Still healing from
Once
that.
you get the penalties, you'll just lose. Don't worry about it.
We're going to kick it on with some other news stories from around the world of football because it was more than the Champions League final, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah, I know. Nottingham
Whoa.
Forest. They're back in the Premier
This
League.
is cool.
Yeah. How long's it been?
since 1999. They've been down in the depths of English football, 23 years. But they're now back up. They won their playoff game, the richest game in world football at Wembley, 1-0 against Huddersfield. Fun fact. I want you to guess this one. Nottingham Forest are the only club to have won more European Cups than what?
Oh, I know this one. Wait.
Wait, what do you mean then what?
They've won more Champions Leagues, European Cups.
They've won 2, haven't they?
They're correct, right? Yeah. Good from you.
Yeah, hey, Frenchy knows his stuff.
They've won more European Cups than
Man City.
blank.
Man City.
That is correct.
Man City.
That's not what I'm looking for, though.
That's not it.
That is technically correct. That's not what I'm looking for, though, Kat. They're the only club in the world to have this really niche record.
I've heard it before as well. I've heard it. I just don't know.
Do we give up? They have won more than Man City. They've also won more than Arsenal while we're at it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Right.
And plenty other clubs. Their fact is they've won more European Cups than they have their own league. They're the only team in the world to do that. They've only won the English League once in 120 years.
Wow.
But they've won 2 European Cups.
That's awesome.
Because they re-qualified when they won it. So that's how they won their second. So
That is
they're the only team in the world.
Impressive.
Only team in the world.
When did they win
They're
there?
good at European football.
79 and 80.
Oh, there you go.
Back to back. Yeah.
The back-to-back thing's cool, man.
Back to back.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So it'll be good to have them back up there. As we say, clubs like Man City, who everyone supports all around the world, all the kids now wearing the
there'll
jerseys,
be
they've never won
There'll
one.
be good bands going around and when they play each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we've actually
European
won more.
champions
We've actually won
and
more
Man
European
City.
Cups than you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. So it'll be good to see them back. We also had not really a question. We just had like a comment in from Zach Hawk. Zach Hawk wanted us to talk about. Said no one's talking about it. Zlatan Ibrahimovic just won the Serie A at 40 years of age.
Crazy.
And played 6 months of the season without an ACL.
What? Well, he's not
He
human,
was
is
getting.
he?
I saw he posted something.
Yeah.
He's had like fluid pumped
Yeah.
every week
Every
for
week.
the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a legend. I mean, he's not a human being. I'd say it's like
freak, eh?
it's Zlatan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Zlatan.
just if there was anyone to do it at 40 years old,
Yeah.
it would be him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
So true.
He's just whenever you think he's done, he just shows you another level. And that AC Milan team was like really, really good. Like a lot of people have kind of looked over Tomori. For England, a lot of people saying he should be getting an England call-up. Most interceptions in the Italian league, like unreal season, but it's still getting overlooked. I think he's only capped twice for England.
Yeah.
Or something
He's been
like
called
that.
up now finally.
Chelsea,
so-
I'm unhappy that we let him go.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. That Milan team did really well to win that, man, because they had a poor start, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And Zlatan, he did come out and say, I did my ACL, but I'm 40 years old. I'm not going to play another 10 years. So for me, it was just more about I need to be here for my team, so I'm going to play without one. Right? So he played without an ACL for 6 months. People were wondering, why is he not quite playing the same? Well, that'll explain it.
Yeah.
No ACL, mate.
Why is he not changing direction? He's just straight line in the whole game.
Up and down.
Just front and back.
running. Headers, that's it.
and
Volleys, that's it.
That's all he needs.
Still did it.
mad.
And then he got his surgery done right afterwards, but he said he's not sure if he's going to play on.
Wow.
Olan, I say this once every episode.
Yeah.
This is now, I think it's episode 28 we're
No,
on. This is
you're
now my candidate for the A-League.
No.
Oh,
Why not?
He's coming to Perth.
Why not?
Because he's got one
Because he doesn't
fucking
have to play. He
ACL.
goes there.
What do you say? Go to Perth?
Coming to Perth, yeah.
Go
You know
join
what?
Stode.
I'm a huge Zlatan fan. Like I followed his whole journey from when he started at Malmo. I've watched these documentaries on his life, and I'd love to see him here just because of like he brings a realness that not a lot of footballers or people have. Like he'll be in an interview and just say, no, that was shit out there. These are terrible. This league's arse because of this and this, blah, blah, blah. He went to the MLS and he gave an honest opinion on it. You know what I mean? I think it'd be good for him to come to the A-League and give his thoughts on why it's not where it is or how.
He'd say some controversial
Yeah, he'd
stuff.
say some stuff that everyone wants to hear. You know what I mean? And people would listen to him just because it's Zlatan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So he has a huge platform from that perspective. I'd love to see him.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
A-League. I'd love to
I
see
think
it.
a lot of football fans, at least in our generation, have followed him.
Yeah,
like he's
like proper followed him,
He's
you know what I mean?
proper, but he's iconic as
Yeah.
he's honest, but he also has this ability to be on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Yet you almost, it's not that you relate with him. You definitely, I'm not talking about us
No.
relating
Yeah.
with Zlatan,
Yeah.
but you no matter what he says, you kind of just want to see him succeed.
He's a character, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. He never won the Champions League, though. We spoke about that. Never won the Champions League. That's the only downfall of Zlatan, but he's won everything else there is to win. Would be great to see him down in the A-League, come win the toilet seat, one of the most prestigious trophies in world
They've got to
football.
change that trophy, man.
No, you don't like it?
Oh, man, no.
It's iconic. I think it's here to stay.
You can't change it now.
You can't change it now.
Yeah.
It's here to stay.
too late.
Yeah, it's iconic.
You can put it around your neck. How many trophies in the world can you do that?
True.
You know
You
what I
can
mean?
change it now. You can still change it.
You're not a fan?
I think you can still change it. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
You're still bitter about the Wolves, mate.
Ah.
You're still bitter.
That's it.
If it was a Wolves player, I'd put with a toilet seat around there.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure you'd be happy.
You take it. We'll talk a bit of women's football because Jacinta Gala, who we spoke about on the pod,
Crazy, right?
wins yet another trophy. So added the Scottish Women's Cup to her cabinet. She's flying. Still waiting for her to get a Matilda's call up. So we'll watch this space closely. And Kat, Barcelona, the women's team, we know they've dominated absolutely everyone this season. They won the
Except
cup.
Leon.
Yeah, exactly right. Except Leon. They won the cup final 6-1. But we had a question in here for you because our fans are a little bit confused at the moment. We had this
Here
question
we
in from a
go.
good friend of the show, Adamo. Adamo really wrote a question.
Adamo.
We know he's a passionate Liverpool fan. This one's for you, Kat. Are you a Barca fan or a Liverpool fan? You can't be both. Offside.
Oh, wow.
First of all, this is coming from Dams,
The-
whose Instagram is full of him in different jerseys.
Oh, shots fired. Pew, pew, pew,
Shots
pew, pew.
fired.
Back at you.
But I think
Pew, pew.
it's a good question. It's important for me to, I suppose, clarify
Right.
that I do bleed red. I do bleed red. I'm wearing my Liverpool shoes, guys. But I lived in Barcelona.
Okay.
They're the team that I've seen the most play.
Yeah.
And it's very nostalgic for me. I love the team. I love going and watching them play. Seeing them play last week. I know Dom is probably bringing it up because I turned up to that game in a Barcelona
full Barca,
jersey.
You know, full bars, yeah.
But I'm probably more Barca than A-League fan, if I'm honest.
Right.
But yeah, it is what it is. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I
Liverpool
love
number one.
Barcelona.
Okay,
I
so
love
Liverpool takes the
Barcelona.
cake, but I think that's what he wanted to know.
If it's in a head-to-head, it's Liverpool all the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when the corner was taken quickly, you were jumping up.
I
and
was
down.
all for Origi.
You were happy about it.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Brilliant. We'll take a bit of a bit of twists and turns on this podcast. This one's Andy Carroll. Did you see why he's in the news? You see what he's
Carroll,
done? The big fella?
One who used to play for Liverpool,
Used to play for
Newcastle,
Liverpool.
big
yeah,
striker.
Yeah, he was
I
brought
think I
in
think I know what
to
you're
replace
talking
Luis
about.
Suarez. What a
Yeah,
decision that
can you
was.
imagine that? It was 35 mil or something.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
an expensive striker.
Yeah,
Ooh.
bit yuck. But, legend. He played for Reading this season in the Championship, kept them up, avoided relegation. He's in trouble. He's in a bit of trouble.
He was a party boy, though.
Yeah, he's
What
set
do
to
you
get married very soon, in a couple of weeks. And his missus did her hens in Dubai. Him and the boys crashed it and thought, we'll have the bucks in Dubai as well. Sounds like a good idea, right, Frenchie?
Crashing your missus bucks with your boys.
Dubai's not really a party town, though, is it?
Well,
It can be.
I thought you weren't allowed to drink
if
there.
you're a millionaire.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Yeah,
I
which,
thought you can't drink there.
I think if you're a tourist, you're sweet.
Okay,
You can
okay.
do
Yeah,
whatever
You
you
not
want.
heard about all the
Go
Instagram
on.
models going to Dubai?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going for the sights. I'll tell you that much. They're not going to see that big tall tower. They're not going for
Let's
that.
see in the tower.
Exactly.
Going to see some sort of tower.
Well,
Shorter
obviously,
one.
Andy knew that too because he went and partied with his soon-to-be missus. But then the hens party finished. The boys decided, let's stay a couple more days. So the boys hung back, and then photos emerged of Andy before he got home. So
Far out.
a lady, nice-looking blonde lady, took photos in the bed next to Andy Carroll while he was sleeping. And then wearing his robe, which has embroidered Andy Carroll on it, like first name and last name.
Oh, no.
He's holding up his
Cool.
ID next to him.
Caught slipping like that.
And apparently there are more photos that haven't actually surfaced yet of another female involved as well. So there's two and Andy. He was always a target man.
He might.
Right? He was always a target man. He did always play that role very well.
Mate,
Now-
you've been caught offside.
He's offside, right? His missus now moved back with her parents. They're not sure if the wedding is going to go ahead. I don't even know what I'm asking here, but just Andy Carroll. I mean, surely you're going to know
Offside.
better.
I'd have to see the photo, and then you'd put in the group chat and figure out how you can explain it because there's got to be an explanation.
You think so?
I think so.
What can you explain? What is there to explain?
To be fair, he's asleep in the
He's
photo.
asleep.
So technically,
Might have been the maid.
I've got the photo here for you, Frenchy. There you go.
Comes in.
Is
I've
it-
had maids come in on me when
Yeah.
I've been trying to sleep.
What do you
Let
reckon?
me have a look at the photo.
Oh, is
There's no proof there, right? No?
that even him?
Let me see it.
Yo, he's weathered.
But the real question is, would she have gone to the effort of embroidering a robe with Andy
I
Carroll
want
on
to
it?
know.
Or?
This is what gets me. Is
bad.
she's taken a photo
Well, that's
because
kind of what
she's Why did you do that, man?
So this is the thing.
What are you saying to her? Why did she do it? Or are you saying him?
I'm saying it's a shit situation.
Yes.
But she's taken a photo
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah.
This is like,
So, Kat, one thing I'll get, because
she's trying to.
we have to shut our mouth, right? Me, Olan, and Frenchy have to shut our mouth. But you're a female. You're allowed to say something on this. Now, Andy Carroll's offside.
absolutely.
definitely.
No one's going to deny that.
No, takes two to tango, Claude.
It's really him.
If it is him, he's offside. But is she offside as well? Coming in and purposely being a home wrecker in this situation, or is it completely Andy's fault? She's single, she can do it as she wants.
I always am of the stance that like the person in the relationship is the one with the the opportunity, not the opportunity.
No.
With the responsibility
Correct,
to do
okay.
the right thing.
Right.
But I also think it's if you know that someone is in a relationship, you should also respect that
100%.
boundary.
Or at least not take photos.
and at least
Exactly. 99% he's in the wrong.
Yes.
But like, I don't know if you guys have ever taken photos of sleeping women before.
No, I've never
Through the
done
window, from a tree. They don't like it. They don't like it.
that. They don't like it. They're not a fan of it. Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
you know what I'm saying? 1% she's in the wrong. You're not supposed to take photos of someone asleep.
Sleeping.
Unless you get like, ask them before, yo, if you fall asleep, can I take a selfie in the road?
So there was no consent for that photo.
There was no
That's what I'm saying.
consent.
99% definitely. He's in the wrong.
Yeah.
He's in the wrong.
So it doesn't look good for Andy, but we'll wait to hear some more information, is what Frenchy's saying.
But
We'll
I
wait-
think even if the roles were reversed, it's still both have still done the wrong thing.
Yes.
The thing is, you never see a photo of a dude selfie with a chick sleeping. You never see that. It's always
Like a
the other way
famous
around.
chick and
Yeah,
it's
it's
just- no, it
never.
doesn't-
It's
doesn't
never.
really
That never
happen.
happens.
No, never.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's probably mucking up too. That's why.
That's true.
Yeah, look.
Guys are pigs.
Yeah, guys are pigs and footballers as well with millions of dollars in the
footballers.
bank. Probably doesn't get much better. But, you know, I guess all the
Man.
best to them. I hope they live happily ever after some
Does
way.
she get
you know.
half if they're not married yet?
Yeah.
Or maybe de
That's a good
facto,
question.
like they live together and...
If they have enough, if they have property and all of that together, then it's like the law sees it like marriage.
It's not just a recent thing as well. For most of his career, they've been together. 10 years they've been together.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad.
Yeah.
His Liverpool days were the saddest.
Yeah.
That was way sadder.
So he's been through that. He'll be right with this, right? He'll be fine.
He's got a thick skin.
Yeah, big Andy. Oh well, we'll keep you guys posted with what happens.
Yeah, please do.
In the Andy Carroll saga. Let's go to some nicer news. Jose Mourinho wins a trophy again. He's won with
So nice.
Roma, and it was their first European title in 60 years.
Special
Crazy.
one.
How
the
good's all the
special one.
TikToks right now?
Yeah.
I am.
I am Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. Nah, like I said, I'll always be Jose Mourinho fan just because
Chelsea days.
Chelsea days is nostalgic. You know what I mean?
He's got that
see
cockiness. We talk about Zlatan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he has that same energy as Zlatan. Like I'm the
Yeah,
shit.
BDE.
And he can back it
Yeah,
up.
Has he got
he does
BDE?
have BDE.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
thing, Kat? You could tell if someone has BDE?
Yeah, I feel
through
like
the-
even you can tell, Claude.
Well, I'm saying through the camera, like through the TV screen,
Yes.
like Jose Mourinho, big dick energy.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's telling everyone that you're king shit, but also following through.
Right.
Like
Right.
you can't just talk the
Eventually.
talk. You got to walk the walk. Eventually.
Eventually.
So does Frenchy
Yeah.
have BDE? Like,
Oh, sorry.
Oh wow! Not you putting it on him
Oh,
like
it's
that.
energy. Sorry.
Yeah. It's energy. It's energy, bro.
Wait, but
No,
can you
no
explain this? Can you explain this competition to me?
which competition?
So is this the
the new one.
Europa second division he won?
So-
I don't want to
yes.
bring the mood down.
No,
Whatever.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
it's a
It
new
is.
trophy.
It's basically if you don't qualify for the Champions League, you qualify for Europa.
Yep.
But if you win Europa, you automatically qualify for Champions League next season. Correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So,
So-
this is now a new one that they've put underneath the Europa League.
And then how do you qualify for this?
You come usually 6th or 7th in your league, depending on the league. So it is a little bit of a it's not a huge trophy, Frenchy. It's the first year it's ever been. Right?
I'm not bringing it down.
Yeah.
It's good to, first year in the, it's good to see some new teams get
Yep.
in the finals.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. I think
But even
that's the-
Jose said that. He was like, you know what? This was what they were fighting for at the time.
Yeah.
And so we made it out everything.
Yeah.
And that's what we focused on.
Exactly.
I think a win's a win.
Yeah.
And they're straight to Europa now, or do they get to go Champions League too?
Nah, straight to Europa. They don't get
Oh,
to
so
go to
that
Champions
is
League.
that. Oh, that is Europa. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it would be cool if the winner of the conference got to skip Europa League, maybe.
That would be a
Then
deal and
that's
a
a
half,
big
wouldn't
dubs,
it? That would
big
be a deal.
dubs.
That would be a deal.
Maybe they'll consider it. It is a nice looking trophy, if that's anything to go off. But congratulations to Jose. He
No
was driving.
toilet seat.
No toilet seat. He was driving the team bus afterwards. Almost got into an accident.
Was he actually?
Big Jose, yeah.
Probably had
yeah.
a few.
Yeah, he probably had a few. Legend.
What is it with just players and coaches and driving buses.
Yeah.
Michael Charlton, yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's been a bus theme show. We're working on a new sponsor. That's why. Last thing we have to talk about: the football season finishes,
Yes.
but the international football comes back, and it's big.
Claude's
especially-
favourite.
Claude's favourite.
I love international football, Frenchy. Surely, I mean, you can watch your Wolves, but
I
surely
love the World Cup, bro.
Exactly right. That's when.
Love
Yeah,
that.
that's when let's talk about the World Cup and when all the casual football fans come out.
It's
like,
great though. Everyone's
Yeah,
talking
bro.
football.
All the
you know?
fake football fans.
Ah, come on,
out,
Orlando.
man.
Don't be one of those.
They're all the
International,
fake ones.
international football's
All the
good,
girls
bro.
are
best,
You
yeah.
get to
All
see
the
the
girls that know
Brazilians play
nothing
together,
about
bro.
Yeah.
That was my favourite team, Brazil.
There you go.
Bro, when they all get to play together, it's so good,
Yeah.
man.
Frenchie's onside. I rate it. International football special. Now, we have a few shitty games like the Finalissima. Italy's playing Argentina for another made-up trophy. Again, that's rubbish. But we've got to talk about
Finalissima.
Australia. Australia now have a chance to make the World Cup. We're playing, I believe it's Wednesday morning. I've
Oh,
got it here. Wednesday morning
this week?
we're playing. Wednesday morning's a friendly match against Jordan.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then
What
on
is
June
it, next
7th,
week? Yeah, then the following week.
we've got the UAE. Now, that's a straight knockout. And then the winner of that will play Peru in the last game to make the World Cup. Frenchie, are you confident?
Where's it at?
Qatar.
On
Yeah, I
there.
reckon we'll be all right.
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
We step it up when we need to. We do enough.
Yeah.
That's what they say about the Socceroos.
Yeah.
They do enough.
Just enough.
They do enough.
Yeah, it's a
Love it.
pass.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
pass.
It's a pass.
Yeah, it would be so good getting in the World Cup
Yeah.
again, especially when Italy didn't make it again.
Yeah,
That'll be
thanks,
the
French.
greatest
Oh,
thing
Frenchy
ever.
did it. He said
Thanks,
it.
mate. You went there.
Greatest thing
He's
ever.
Italian.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so
that's all good.
sorry.
That's all right. You went there. That's all right.
Oh,
That's all
no.
good. Champs of Europe, but anyway. No, but
That is crazy, Bart.
It's
That is
ridiculous.
crazy.
It is ridiculous. But we talk about the A-League having some issues, and fans and bums in seats and football culture. How detrimental would it be if we don't make the World Cup?
I think it's huge. I think like in terms of how people are going to look at how Australian soccer is going or where Australian soccer is going or the people that are on the team at the moment. Because the funny thing is with the A-League All-Stars match, a lot of people were like, make this a Socceroos team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them were people that could be capped for Australia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you look at that team and you're like, this is a pretty good
Like
team.
Cumdog.
Yeah, like
Cumdog
Cumdog.
could be, yeah, exactly right.
Great guy,
That
Cumdog,
was
69.
when they called out his name at the start. And everyone was like, "Come dog."
Yeah.
What's his name?
His
Cummings,
name's-
his
Jason.
nickname.
Oh,
his
Cumdog.
Yeah, his
Cum Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Jason.
so sick.
Come dog 69.
That's so good. That's like his old email account.
Yeah, literally.
Why change it?
Yeah.
I think it's huge. I think they have to.
have to.
They have to qualify to.
Is it going to be a good time zone too? Like,
The
or do
World
they
Cup?
still play it for like the European year?
Yeah, the World Cup there'll be 9 p.m s, midnight, 3 a.m s, so they'll be tough, and then 6 a.m s will be all the main ones. The semis and the finals will be 6 a.m, which I think in your line of work, that's way too early, Frenchie, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
Stay up. Stay up.
Stay up.
Go,
Stay
up.
Go with Oland. We'll just stay up till
Yeah,
6.
just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling at
Yeah,
the casino
no.
or something.
No,
Yeah.
we do need to make it.
Yeah, we do need to be there. It is pretty important for Australian football. We haven't missed one, of course, since 2001 was the last time we lost the playoff to make a World Cup. So it could be pretty bad for football. That was back when the Wolves were winning
Yeah,
titles,
that was
right?
back when it was Uruguay jinxed themselves, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Divine right to be in the World
That's
Cup.
right.
Next
correct.
minute.
Next minute.
Next minute.
There's big games. There's another game which is also going to be quite emotional and quite big. You can catch that one on Thursday morning because Ukraine are back in. They're playing. They're playing against Scotland. So they haven't been able to go home, but they're going to be playing the game for a place in the last qualifier against Wales.
Against Wales. I want Scotland to get through.
It would be good.
Scotland versus Wales.
Scotland,
Yeah.
Wales, yeah.
But
So-
do you feel bad if you're Scotland and you beat the Ukraine with everything they're going through?
I mean,
Low key.
I think they will
Low key.
before the game, maybe, but then as soon as that whistle goes, I think they'd put
And that's
that.
honestly how it should be.
Yeah. And I don't think Ukraine would want any special favors. They want to go
no.
there and do a job, but they've already, 150 Ukrainian kids that have had to relocate just join them in camp to give them extra motivation.
Oh, wow.
That's
Thousands
really
of Ks away. So I'm watching this Ukraine team going, watch this space. I reckon
Yeah.
Thursday they might just come out and just roll
Imagine
the
they
Scots.
won the World Cup.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be
Wow.
a story? But, step one is beating
Yeah.
Scotland. So let's see if they can do
Baby
that.
steps, cat.
Baby
Just see
steps.
Holland's
Hey.
face right there.
Imagine if they won the World Cup. I could
Yeah,
not
I mean, we
imagine
could
it.
throw it out there.
Stranger
Put a
things.
bet on, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened. So it is a big week in football. It's not just because the season's end. The football never really stops, does it? It keeps going, and we'll keep going as well. We're not sure whether we're going to be doing full episodes, mini episodes, but we'll still be around. We'll make sure that we're here. Special guests coming as well. Before we do let everyone go, we've had plenty of questions rolling in. They knew Frenchy was on the pod. A lot of people were startled. They were bamboozled. Frenchy. Is that the Frenchy on the Born Offside pod? Ollie Bumba, big fan of the show, has asked you
Ollie Bumba.
one footballer you'd love to do a shoey with and why?
We'd have to go. Well, I'd say Crouchy again because he could robot into the shoey, and he would do it. Have you seen videos of him cooked? He
100%.
He goes hard.
He gets around. He gets around
for sure.
Who's one footballer you like to party with, Owen?
I think I'd have to go. That's a good question. One footballer I'd love to party with. I'm thinking Premier League, but I'm thinking like who's got like a bad rep.
Hey, Jackie Grealish had a
I think
week.
I've got to go. I think I'd have to go Grealish.
He had a huge week.
All the talk was just on his bender.
How good was he?
I agree. I've seen so many.
He's
I've seen so many
funny.
videos of him. There was a video of like when they were partying, and it was Grealish, Silva, and someone else, and Mahrez.
Yeah.
And he was saying to Mahrez, he was saying to Silva, he was like Silva. He said, Mahrez is playing like Almiron.
Yeah.
So much shade,
Almiron just caught bullets for no reason.
Almiron's just
Like imagine that, like the team talks, like the banter at City is like,
City.
oh, you're playing like Almiron, you're playing shit. Almiron's still in the Premier League. Like,
That's
she's
so
still a good
true.
player.
That's so true.
Yeah.
He had a great time. And then as soon as the parties ended with City, he went to Ibiza with his mates. So I think he's probably still going.
I don't think he slept.
Jackie
Straight
boy.
there.
Yeah, why not? He's earned it. £100 million
Love it.
transfer.
100 million. Keep
I'd be
it
partying
going.
as well.
Wild.
And the last one from Crispy, another big fan of the show. Crispy04 sends this one in. If you guys could make any, because the transfer window is about to open, right? So that's another exciting thing in football. When there's no football, players start moving. If you could make one transfer happen this year, who would it be and to what team?
Oh, I'm obviously going to think of Chelsea.
Yeah.
We've just lost Rudiger.
Yeah, who would you pick up?
I'm thinking Koulibaly.
Yeah. The
That's
big
who
fella
I'd
from
That's
pick.
Napoli.
nice.
That's who I'd pick up
That's
for
very
nice.
Chelsea. I think he'd be amazing for us.
French, who's one player you'd love
I
to see?
feel like
Feel
you're
like-
going to say Crouchy.
Nah, I feel like close. I feel like Andy Carroll will be pretty focused right now. He needs something to take his mind off things, so I'll throw him a little lifeline. Not for Liverpool, no, for Wollongong Wolves. Yeah, he can come off the bench. We've already got a few good players up
Bring
front.
him
He can
down.
come off the bench. Yeah,
Love it. Bring
we've
it
got
down
some
to
girls
the
down
Got
there
some
too.
females there to
Don't
look
worry about
after as
that.
well. They won't take photos either, will they,
worry
down in
about
the gong?
I
Brilliant.
can't top that.
No.
No, I can't top that.
Well, Mane's leaving Liverpool.
I know,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, just
Wait, is he
found
actually
out.
leaving? Is he gone?
He's gone.
I think
Where does he go?
was saying,
Bayern
Bayern Munich.
yeah, but he also wasn't going to say anything until like the result.
Wow, that's a
for
weird
Champions League
mix.
had happened.
I reckon he'll kill it there. I reckon it's
Yeah,
good.
it's a good move for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Just
one of those
sucks.
players that because I've seen him like mature in Liverpool colours.
Yeah.
It feels weird for him to play for someone else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Oh,
like one of those players.
100%.
Yeah.
I can't even picture it.
Yeah. Who would you get to replace? Or just anyone for that
Yeah,
Liverpool
anyone.
team? How do you even get stronger
Absolutely
now?
anyone. My goodness, it's a.
You can be as ridiculous as you want, Kat.
You know what? I like Alphonso Davies.
Yeah, there you
I would
go.
love to see him at Liverpool. I actually have always thought he would kind of fit in.
It's actually
Pace for
it's
it,
actually a
isn't it? It's not a
shout.
bad shout.
Yeah.
Good one. I like that. He can go swap deal with Sadio Mane. I'm going to go because I heard this one. I don't think it will happen, but I heard Neymar to Chelsea.
I saw it trending.
I haven't
Saw
seen
it
anything
trending.
about
Good.
this.
And Thomas said that he admires.
Neymar. And they
Neymar
got along
a
at
lot.
Paris.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be cool because he's another party boy. He's probably my
Yeah.
answer for who I'd party with and who I'd like Chelsea to sign. Would love to see Neymar make that move, but it's that time. It's the silly season where the rumours go around, guys. That's probably all we got time for today. It's been an awesome episode of Born Offside. We've had Frenchy here. Frenchy, what are you up to now? What's next for Frenchy?
Or today?
Just in
I'm going
this
to-
week? What's up for the
Which up to
Today
you
I'm
up
going
to?
to another podcast.
Yeah?
And then I'll probably go home.
Yeah. Tour's finished now. What do you do?
Huh?
Your tour's finished. You were just in Perth. What do you do now?
Good question.
Yeah.
Kid Leroy was on the pokies. I might meet him there. Play some Where's the Gold.
Yeah.
Nah, I got some
Just double
things
the-
coming out. I got some music coming out. I got to film something for TikTok, I guess. I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we
Not
got
really
we've
thought
got a
about
lot of
it.
loyal supporters that I reckon you've gone up in their books now that they know that you're a football head.
Yeah,
Where
let's
can they
go.
follow you? Where should they find you?
Sunger Attack. Just type in Frenchy on anything.
Yeah,
I'll be in
just
there
comes up.
probably, or I might not be.
I mean, he's got blue tick as well. So you know.
Ooh, he's got that tick that Olan's trying to get.
You know what? Oh, yeah, you didn't get it. Oh, I can get it for you. Just got to give me $50.
No, that's not really that.
He's heard that before.
Hasn't he?
You know he lost his account because of that.
You
He
lost
believed
your
you.
account.
Oh
I know
my-
you lost money. I know you kept paying him.
Yeah. Let's not.
Anyway,
talk
we won't
about
go
that.
there.
We
Still
can talk about that.
Still hurts.
It's funny.
We won't go there. You can look up French on absolutely anything. Look for the one with the blue tick and give him a follow and give him some shit about Liverpool and Wollongong Wolves if you want in his DMs. Thanks so much for joining.
Carabao Cup, so it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. It's a big one. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Keep the love going. Make sure you follow us on all our socials. Send over a couple 5-star ratings if you're enjoying yourselves, and we'll see you next week. Ciao.
See you guys.
See you guys.